Nazzarios, metal from the rock.
Passava Millennial Reign con More Than Scars di questo nuovissimo The Great Divide e abbiamo l'onore, il piacere di avere qui con noi al creatore, al mastermind della band, dell'agrupazione, uno che tira avanti la band da tanti anni e adesso andiamo a scoprire il perché io sto dicendo questo, perché veramente ha fatto un bellissimo lavoro e oggi penso si stiano vedendo i frutti di questo Millennial Reign. So, Dave Harvey, welcome to Nazzarios. It's a great honor to have you here.
Be here.
Oh no, it's our pleasure, and we know that you are a little no, so busy in this in this time. We are about in 4 days you have a show with Hammerfall, no?
Yes, correct. Hammerfall and Flotsam and Jetsam.
Flotsam and Jetsam is another
Yes.
another classic. So you are almost habituated to play with them and with Striper, no? Yeah, the guys call you a lot.
Yes, we played with Striper last week. We played with them in Houston, and we also played with them in Dallas. But last year, we actually did part of their 30th anniversary To Hell with the Devil tour with them. We did several dates on that tour, with Striper, that is.
Yeah. Quindi ragazzi, le stavo dicendo a Dave che in 4 giorni abbiamo il concerto con Hammerfall e con Flotsam and Jetsam, che lo nominavamo prima anche perché uno di loro sta lì coi Tragul e loro saranno il supporto di questa band, grandissima band power metal, e anche molto abitué degli Striper che il mese scorso, 2 mesi fa, sono stati al Frontier Rock Festival qui a Milano e Millennial Reign anche ha fatto da supporto nel 30° anniversario di To Hell with the Devil, quindi questi ragazzi vengono sempre in crescita. Dave, so I understand that in the beginning, Millennial Reign was some kind of a solo project, no?
Yes, I was actually playing with Aska at the time, and when I decided to do the first album, it was actually older songs that I had for several years that had never been released. And I decided to do a recording project of all those songs and release them under the name Millennial Reign. I had a couple of friends of mine help me with it. I had a guy by the name of Trey Doss who did the vocals on it, and then another friend by the name of Brian Diffie who played the drums, and I recorded everything else. So they were just older songs that I had for several years that had never been released, and decided to do a recording project and release them.
Perfect. So you were also in Aska at the time.
Correct.
Ok. Quindi Millennial Reign nasce come un progetto parallelo di Dave dove si è fatto aiutare degli amici musicisti, come lui li nominava, per tirare fuori qualcosa che magari aveva voglia di espressare. Al tempo era con la band Aska, questo io non concepivo lo spazio e tempo, però vedevo che lui viene da queste 2 agrupazioni. L'altra era anche Phantom X, che dopo andiamo anche a parlare di questa band, però parallelamente agli Aska Dave tira fuori questo primo materiale che ha il nome della band e si chiama Millennial Reign, il primo disco nel 2012. So in 2012, no, was the first record, and then you begin to put together the band.
Yes, actually, I had been writing more songs, and the first album was just more of an 80s metal album. And I have always been into power metal, of course, playing in Aska. Well, the songs that I wrote for the second album were more of a power metal genre. And the two guys that recorded with me on the first album were not available. So I looked around for another vocalist and found James Guest. And James Guest and I started recording. And as we were recording the album, we decided to make it into a full band rather than just a recording project. And that's how it actually came into how it was formed into an actual band, as we just decided to do it while we were recording the second album, Carry the Fire.
Carry the Fire. And
yes.
You had another guitar in there, Jason Donnelly.
Yes. We added him. The whole album was actually recorded. At least most of it was recorded before we added the other guitar player, the bass player, or the drummer. We had recorded most of the album before we added those other three guys.
Perfect. Quindi Dave dopodiché comincia a amalgamare un po' le basi di Millennial Reign in un stile più band, non solo un solo project, e chiama a James Guest, chi è stato il cantante dei Millennial Reign fino a poco tempo fa, e che ha inserito Carry the Fire insieme a Jason Donnelly, che era l'altra chitarra. I ragazzi comunque li vedete anche su certi video in un 5 pieces, no? una band di 5 pezzi. Precedentemente stiamo parlando già del 2015, dove aveva cominciato lui a scrivere tanta roba, ci racconta, e allora ha voluto diciamo farla più seria la cosa, se la vogliamo chiamare in una certa maniera. Dave, why Millennial Reign? I know it's perhaps a stupid question for some people, but to me not, because it's really important, the message that you carry, and I appreciate so much the labor, the work that you do.
Well, thank you.
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Excuse me. The name. How was born the name Millennial Reign? I don't know. Perhaps you have some experience in your life that took you in this kind of way, and you begin to know and to understand that you have to take your music with this message.
Okay, I'll make sure I'm understanding you correctly on your question. You're asking me why I do have Christian lyrics?
No. I was talking about the name in the first place, and seeing your career. Perhaps it happens something that changed your mind and begin your heart begin to understand that you have to do this kind of music with this message.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Sorry for
actually,
my English.
No. It's all fine. No, actually, I've played in non-Christian situations, all my life, but I have always been a believer, and not everywhere, places I've lived, there's not a lot of people that want to do that style of music, whether it be Christian or even power metal for that matter. I've been a believer ever since I was very young, and I've always wanted to do a band that actually put the message out. You know, I've always been a very big Striper fan. I was always into bands like Petra. I was a big Petra fan. You know, but it's just something that has always been there, but I didn't actually get it together until Carry the Fire, where it actually became a serious band. You understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Ok, quindi io le chiedevo a Dave il fatto che lo vedevo magari in una carriera con un determinato messaggio o delle band che non professavano questo stile che lui fa adesso, e le chiedevo se magari era successo qualcosa nella sua vita e il perché ha voluto, diciamo, fare il suo progetto tirando fuori la sua fede, no? Però lui ci racconta che è stato sempre un credente, cioè è stato sempre ha portato sempre avanti questo stile di vita anche nelle band precedenti, e solo dopo, quando è arrivato a Carry the Fire, si è reso conto che questo voleva farlo in una situazione seria, come dicevamo prima, un po' indovinavamo questo fatto che ha voluto farlo con eccellenza, no? come lo sta facendo oggi. Dave, yeah, I don't know if you understand me, but the name of the band. Why the name of the band?
That is something that has been with me for a lot of years. It's a biblical term. It actually is the 1,000-year millennial reign of Christ after the 7 years of tribulation in Revelations. And I had heard that reference many years ago, Millennial Reign, and it's just one of those things that stuck with me for a lot of years, because when I heard it, it was just like, man, that'd be a really good name for a band. And it just stuck with me all those years, and when I decided to put out that recording project, well, that was the first name that came to mind, so that's what I released it under, is that name.
Perfect. Quindi il nome Millennial Reign proviene direttamente dalla parte della rivelazione dell'Apocalisse di Giovanni, che è il regno di Cristo millenario di 1000 anni dopo i 7 anni di tribolazione. Per chi magari non è un lettore della Bibbia o non porta avanti questo stile di vita, io capisco, ma comunque è una cosa molto molto interessante. Dice che lui, ascoltandolo, le è sempre rimasto lì nella testa e ha voluto lasciarlo nel nome di una band. Diceva sempre, questo può essere un buon nome per una band, quindi lo farò, infatti dopo l'Iasca ha voluto tirare fuori questa band e questo progetto chiamato Millennial Reign. So Dave, listen, do you want to listen to some track of your new album, and then we will enter to discuss the Great Divide?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I like a lot this track called Imagine, and I want to put something outside of the singles, no? And I don't know if you can perhaps telling about how was the process to songwrite this song.
The Imagine?
Imagine.
Yes. As far as writing, I really don't write lyrics. I write music, and when I sat down to write this, well, I really did not have anything in mind when I wrote it. But when Travis took it and wrote lyrics for it, well, he came up with a really just a really good idea for the lyrics, which it speaks about just a lot of what goes on between friends and family members, and and it's just saying, imagine the love, that we could have if people would just, be kinder to each other, to be, even people that you don't know. It's, there's a lot of, I've noticed, I'm sure and you've noticed there, I mean, this, things are a lot colder than they used to be between people. It's not near as friendly as it used to be. But he's just speaking of, imagine a time, when everyone was, much more loving to each other, is basically what he was saying.
Good. This is not the song of John Lennon, no, Dave. we have to tell the people that.
Okay.
It's more powerful, and quindi andiamo ad ascoltarci questa la quarta canzone di The Great Divide, chiamata Imagine, è stata scritta da Dave, la parte musicale, e dopo abbiamo come abbiamo sentito, avuto, cioè, l'ha completata Travis, chi fa più le lyrics dell'album, della canzone, quindi noi andiamo a sentirci Imagine e subito torniamo un attimo con Dave, prima di andarsene via, per fare ancora 4 chiacchiere con lui e scoprire di più su questo The Great Divide. quindi passava Imagine su Nazarios Metal from the Rock, mentre noi stavamo parlando parecchio con Dave dietro alle quinte, raccontandoci un po' di cosettine molto belle che io vorrei che lui dicesse qui in onda. So Dave, our talking in background was really awesome. I want to explore some
okay.
of these things, and first of all, to connect Millennial Reign with Italy, you were telling me about that you talk a lot with Stefano and David Brown from Metatron, no?
Yes, they're a very good band. I love that band.
Oh, I have this in my mind because I have both of you and David too. Sorry, on my Facebook and saw that kind of movements in the comments, no? And
yes.
And I thought to myself, I want to know what this is all about. Perhaps it happened some kind of collaboration in the past. I don't know why you are in contact.
We're just friends. I actually discovered them on I know they're on Rock Shots Records.
Oh.
And there was one day that I after I had discovered Rock Shots, well, I just started going through their bands list and listening to their bands to see what they sounded like. And I thought Metatroni, they stood out very much. They are an extremely good band. And after I discovered them, of course, I bought their album, the latest one. And then I even, when I liked the Metatroni page, well, of course, I saw Stefani and David Brown on there, so I just went ahead and requested them as friends. And we just, we haven't talked in a little. Well, as a matter of fact, the drummer too, Salvo, he's on my he's on my list as well. Very, very nice guys. I really enjoy talking to him.
We did a couple of interviews with the guys, and they are crazy, yeah. In a good way,
Right,
oh,
right, yeah.
I tell you more. Tomorrow they drop another single, a new single.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's called "Stop the Pain" or "The Bleeding Pain," some kind of that. Because we are also in contact with Roberto Giordano from Rock Shots Records. So that's the way you discover. Wow, awesome.
Yes, in fact, there's a few bands on that label that I like, but they like I say, when I listened to them, they just had just a really, really good, powerful sound that I really liked. And what's funny is I normally don't listen to music that has the what we call the Cookie Monster, vocals in it, and. But these guys, I mean, that really doesn't matter to me. It's just really good music, and Joe, I think it's Lombardi is his last name,
Lombardo.
or Lombardo. Yeah, that guy has a phenomenal voice, really good voice. And in fact, the next time you talk to him, if you would, let him know that I said hello. Tell him we talked, and I really enjoy their band. I really do.
Perfect. Tomorrow we will share the podcast, and I will make a great deal with this.
Ok, good deal.
Yeah. Quindi ragazzi, questo è molto bello perché Dave parla moltissimo con Stefano Calvagno, Davide Bruno o David Brown come lui si fa chiamare anche nel Facebook, con Salvo Grasso, con tutti i ragazzi di Metatron, sbirciando la loro etichetta, che è la Rock Shot, che sempre abbiamo materiale sul nostro programma. Ha trovato un paio di band che le piacevano e una di loro era Metatron, ha comprato l'album e poi ha contattato anche i ragazzi e sono rimasti sempre in contatto a scambiarsi dei messaggi apprezza molto la voce di Joe Lombardo, dice, e anche lo stile di Metatron musicalmente parlando. Quindi questo a me mi fa molto piacere, tocca in pieno le nostre band tricolori, le nostre band italiane, che sappiamo che stiamo sportando un bellissimo materiale. So Dave, let's talk about this new The Great Divide. I saw in your discography you are a power metal band, but you don't have that song of 10 minutes, no? The epic song. You always focus perhaps on the heavy metal side and the melody, no?
Yes, I've never really written, the very long epic songs. To me, I mean, it's just a personal thing. But if the song is too long, it can get boring. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
But when I write, I came from the 80s. When songs were, the choruses were really big, anthemic type choruses and just straightforward power songs. So that's always stuck with me when I write. So it's just the way that I write naturally. I just, everything just tends to stay within anywhere between 4 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, and thank God Dream Theater didn't exist in the 80s.
Right.
I'm joking.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a big Iron Maiden fan, and they have some longer songs, but it's just something that never resonated with me. I just never wrote very long songs.
Yeah, that took you to a little more live band, no? With all these songs from 4, 5, 6 minutes that you enjoy very much. I think a lot like you. I like what you do, and that's why I make you this question, because I see a constant songwriting in this kind of stuff in your discography. Quindi le chiedevo a Dave il fatto che, vedendo tutta la sua discografia, tu non trovi un pezzo epico, quelli di 10 minuti, dove devi starci lì ad ascoltare parecchio tempo per separare un po' tutte le sonorità. Però lui dice che ha un senso per queste cose, cioè non le piacciono magari queste canzoni che possono diventare noiose, lunghissime, che proviene dagli anni 80, dove le band facevano grandissimi ritornelli che ti rimanevano in testa, e a questo lui punta, no? Con questo nuovo album e con quelli che ha fatto in precedenza. Dave, we can found in the Great Divide another singer, no?
Yeah, sure.
And what happened with the last one?
With
James.
Oh, singer. I'm sorry. I thought you said single.
Ah,
okay. Yeah, James. He has his own business. He is a commercial construction roofer, and he called me one day as we were writing, The Great Divide. Of course, we didn't have a name for it at that time, but when we were writing the new album, he called me and said that his business was keeping him out on the road so many hours during the week that he just didn't have time to work on the music anymore. And he probably just wasn't going to be able to make the album, or if he did, it was going to take a very long time. And we didn't have that kind of time. We were kind of on a deadline, being with Ulterium. And at that same time, Travis Wills, who is singing now, he was working with me on the keyboard parts on the album. He's a good keyboard writer as well. and we were writing keyboard parts together. And after James told us he wasn't going to be able to stick with it, well, the rest of the band and we discussed it, and we said, well, Travis is there. He's already working with us on it. Let's see if he's interested in singing. So I spoke to Travis and let him know what was going on, and he said, yeah, sure. I mean, he wasn't doing anything at the time. He had his own band, but it was actually on hiatus at the time.
Infidel Racing.
Yes. And he agreed to do it. So most of the music was already written, so he just began writing lyrics and melody lines for it, and that's how everything came to be with him.
Wow, and Travis has a very good high range of...
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I like a lot. And perhaps this answer the next question, because you are a 4-piece band, but you have a lot of keyboards. So is Travis that play them on live?
Well, on the album, the keyboards were done by both he and I. We both did certain parts of songs or did specific songs. And when we play live, we just run a keyboard track. We don't have an actual player on stage with us.
Okay.
If we can find one, if we could find someone like David Brown, we'd love to have him. Yeah.
We can export David Bruno.
Yeah, see if he's interested in playing in 2 bands. But
I tell you more, Dave. He can do some growls for you too.
Yes. We're not really a growler band.
Yeah.
We would sure love to have his keyboards, because he's a very good player. But
perhaps,
the keyboard players here, really good ones to do this style of music, there just aren't very many of them.
Oh.
So we're forced to run. We just do what we have to do. So we have a keyboard sequence track going with us as when we play live.
Sure. Perhaps we can use David to yell to someone in the crowd if he's molesting you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Bodyguard.
Right. Yeah, he's a very good keyboard player. We could find somebody like that would be awesome.
Quindi parlavamo con Dave, entrando a questo The Great Divide, il cambio di vocalista, quindi il cambio di cantante, da un lato troviamo a James Guest che va via dovuto a un fatto lavorativo. Lui conduce un'impresa che fa dei tetti, no? Lavora a grande scala, industrialmente anche, avendo tantissimo lavoro si trova in questa situazione di non poter continuare musicalmente con la band, quindi passiamo a Travis Wills, che trovandosi già lavorando alla tastiera con Dave per questo album, e avendo anche una band che è in hiatus, come raccontava Dave in pausa, chiamata Infidel Racing, hanno trovato il cantante giusto. Io le dicevo a Dave, c'ha delle delle tonalità alte molto belle. A me piace come canta Travis, che magari poteva rispondere alla mia prossima domanda, che era chi suonerebbe le tastiere, visto che loro nell'album c'erano tante. Infatti la tastiera viene utilizzata con un sampler, no? Quello che si chiama una parte registrata per fare da tappeto, perché non trovano un bel tastierista che a loro piace. Scherzavamo che se li vogliamo mandare a Davide Bruno, quindi le dico, può fare anche dei growls, lui mi dice no, noi non ne abbiamo bisogno, però mi piace tanto come suona la tastiera, e io scherzando le dico, lo utilizzi per gridargli alla gente se qualcuno non ti sta un po' sulle scatole lì o ti sta molestando dal pubblico. So Dave, what are the plans of touring this The Great Divide?
Well, We had just been doing right now. We've just been opening for nationals. We actually played in Mexico back in April. There was a festival there called Exodo Fest.
Yeah,
which has you know of it? Okay, so we played that just this past April, and we haven't been invited to Europe yet, but we're hoping that will happen with this album.
Wow.
You know, but as far, yeah, we're hoping too. But as far as solid touring, we don't have anything lined up just yet. But we are just playing as many opener for national shows as we can, because that gets us in front of a lot of people.
Sure. Exodo Fest is the guys doing this kind in the middle of the mountains, no?
I'm sorry, in the middle of what?
The mountains. The
oh,
festival,
yes.
No?
Yes.
I saw some photos.
Yes, it is actually an extinct volcano.
Yeah.
And it's very high. The altitude was very rough there.
And it's very cold.
Yes, at night it gets very cold. During the day it's nice. But at night, yes, it drops down very cold, and trying to play in that cold was very hard. I mean, my fingers were frozen the whole time we were on stage. It was not easy. But it's a beautiful place, and it's been running for I think that was the 16th year that they've had it. So it's been going on for quite some time.
Yeah.
But very, very nice place.
They made a good reputation, I think, of the
Yes.
festival. We talk about with the guys in Great Rover. I don't know if you know it, the punk band from Rottweiler Records, but they told me about this festival, and I remember that in Mexico.
Yes.
Quindi i piani di tour per questo di The Great Divide per Millennial Reign sono per adesso tutti nazionali, collegandosi al di più. Dave mi raccontava giusto questo prima, venendo queste band alle città vicine dove lui abita, utilizzano molte band locali, come lo è Millennial Reign lì per Arlington in Texas, quindi cercando di mettersi dovunque possano andare, ma sempre nazionalmente. Hanno suonato in Messico in aprile all'Exodo Fest, che è un festival molto particolare che si fa in mezzo alle montagne e sopra un vulcano, che fa molto freddo di notte. Ha suonato così, dice che le sue dita non ce la facevano più, però che è molto particolare, e quindi hanno qualche preparativo in vista per un tour europeo, ma ancora non si può dire nulla. Okay, Dave, I understand that you have to go, and I wish we could talk a little more, but I understand your times, and was a real pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much. I've enjoyed it very much, and I'd love to come back sometime.
Yeah, and we hope, but really, really much that you can play here in Italy someday.
Well, yeah, I hope so too. We're just waiting for that invitation. When we get it, we will definitely be there.
Perfect. We are going to close the interview with the title track, The Great Divide. Okay? Ok. Allora, andiamo a chiudere, ragazzi, mentre io mi saluto con Dave nel privato. The Great Divide suona per chiudere l'intervista con Dave Harvey, e chiude anche The Great Divide, è il 10° pezzo della placca dell'album. Andiamo a sentircelo subito e continuiamo con la programmazione di Nazarios Metal from the Rock, sempre su Metal Maximum Radio.
Adios, Metal from the Rock.